Well, it's game one here in Utah, and the Rush are taking on the Grizzlies on the final road trip of the season. Will Portokalis, new Rush forward, along with us. Porto, first off, welcome. Joining us for the first time as a pro. What was the whole process to get you here?
Yeah, no, we got out a couple weeks ago, and I didn't really think I was going to come here to Rapid. I talked to Dave a couple times, but I had a lot of school, so kind of reached out and just asked if I could come for the last weekend, get a couple pro games in, and I was like, yeah, you know what, I think it'd be a good experience, and yeah, now we're here.
What's been the first experience like, getting to practice and now your first morning skate as a pro?
Yeah, it's been awesome. A little bit of a change from, university hockey, and, the guys have made it kind of effortless for me to come in and just kind of do my thing, so it's been great, and I'm looking forward to tonight.
What have been those big changes you noticed? Bigger, stronger guys, older guys, and a lot of pro athletes out here.
Yeah, no, you kind of said it there. A lot of them bigger, stronger, older. I'm just trying to look to, like I said, play my game, learn a bit from them, and, show what I'm all about.
You had 14 goals this year for college, led your team, Toronto Metro University, so you know how to put the puck in the net. What did your season look like, and what is your game that you want fans to know?
Yeah, our season went well, kind of like you said. I like to put the puck in the net. For the fans, I play a great 200-foot game. Got a nose for the net, but not afraid to make plays and help other guys get the net too.
Yeah, what have Dave and Peter Dricos, who you know from the Toronto area, of course, what have they told you from your conversations, what the systems are and what they want you to do out there?
Yeah, they kind of just touched on kind of what we said here: play my game and have a nose for the net, shoot the puck, and play their style of hockey and stick to the systems.
So at Toronto Metro, you played at the old Maple Leaf Gardens, right? That was your home rink. As a Toronto guy, what's that experience like?
Yeah, it's awesome. I think, it's the closest thing for a guy like myself. Haven't really played pro, so it was the closest thing to being a pro athlete till now. So I think it's awesome. So much history in that building, and just to get to call it your home rink was pretty special.
You had Hunter Donahoe with you, your college teammate here in Rapid. He's gone home, and you're going home as well pretty soon to finish up some school. But what's it like being able to come here with someone who you're pretty close with in college?
Yeah, again, it makes the transition a little bit easier. Having a guy that's already been here for a few weeks and kind of knows his way around, he definitely helped me out when I got here. And it's kind of unfortunate that I don't get to play with him, but he was great with me all year, and wish him best luck.
You played with a couple former Rush guys in junior. You played with Denny Gore and Owen Sound, James Hardy as well before in Mississauga. So a couple connections there. Playing in the OHL, the SHOHL as they call it, does that prepare you at all for going to college and pro with that lifestyle? And so many guys have gone on to higher levels of the game.
Yeah, for sure. I think kind of like you said, they try and make it as professional as they can. And coming into a different environment with junior to the college level, there's some older guys, so I think it helped prepare me pretty well. My first 2 seasons, I overachieved what the coaches kind of wanted from me, so I think playing in junior in Owen Sound and in Mississauga, they really helped develop me to become the player I am. All
right. 7:10 tonight, first pro game. You'll take your warm-up and head on the ice alongside Ryan Wagner and Brett Davis. What will the emotions be? What's the thought process going to be at 7:10 tonight?
Yeah, just excitement. Like I said, every kid dreams playing pro hockey. So I think that now that it's around the corner, the excitement's starting to set in, and just trying to get the first couple shifts out of the way, get the nerves out, and then play my game.
Good luck, Porto. Thank you.
Thank you.